Hi, and welcome back to Deep Papa's Living a Flip-Flop Life. In today's episode, I'm doing a review episode about a specific offer that is sold on Warrior Plus that has to do with basically creating prompts to create stories, detective stories that are basically in puzzles, quizzes, interactive puzzles in the game. It makes it interesting, and these are very, very popular on Amazon KDP, and it ties in really well with the software that I created to create books. So basically, I wanted to get more ideas on what I could create on my software using an offer that you could take advantage of, especially if you're a customer of my Royalty Profits AI or my KDP AI offer that I have, which is basically you doing it on your own. So it makes sense to get both. And if you don't have KDP AI cracked, it is offered as a free bonus for you to go through to be able to do it manually if you didn't want to use the software, for example. But what I wanted to do is, because I did a video earlier on showing how you can create books using just any URL, what I wanted to do here is actually use the offers offer, which is using some of these prompts to help me create these books that I want to create. For example, I want to create a novel, a detective novel of some sort, and my book creation tool can actually do that. So what I'm going to do is accessing the software, the actual course. It's got a video training, and it's got a section where you just come and get your prompts. It shows you how to use the prompts from Alessandro, and this is your access, which is pretty cool. Very simple, to the point, and very helpful. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and click my prompts, and I'm going to get my prompts. So what I'm going to do is use these prompts inside my context book creation, plus make it into a novel and type game, hopefully, etc. So I'm not going to show everything, but I'm just going to say I'm going to take this one right here. Okay, the Orient Express intrigues. Okay, I'm taking the first one that I'd found, and I'm going to come into my book, instant book. I'm just going to say instant book. I'm going to create maybe 180 pages. This is going to be a novel I want people to read. And this is what makes sense when you're creating a book online, because if you put a novel and you get paid from people reading it and it's a good story and people read it fully, that's 180 pages read, which will pay you a lot of royalties with Amazon KDP. All right. So what I'm going to do is take the context and put it in here of the actual book prompt that I got. So any prompt that you get, you can put it in here. And what I'm going to do next is basically come down and write like maybe fiction, romance, or thriller fans, mystery and thriller fans. And let me write a fiction book. And we want this to be, what is it? It's storytelling. Okay. So I'm going to do Demetrius Papadopoulos. Once again, putting my info in, and this is just to create my author. You have options of creating it as you wish. This is just me keeping consistency with everything that I'm creating in my books, because this is considered a proper real book that I want to create. So I'm getting the keywords. Sorry, I need to put the title. So what I can do here is, from the prompts that I'm given, let me come down. It's about the Orient Express. You're a wealthy class mystery writer. Your task is going to be a mystery set. Example, murder at the jazz club, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and take that and change it and make it more of a murder on the Orient Express in 2025. So this is going to give me more titles. It's not going to be the exact title, but I'm just giving it an example. So this is going to build me a book that. So I'm very curious, and what we're going to do here with the actual context that I put out there as a prompt to help me create this book. Okay, Murder at the Orient Express, A Night of Smoke and Secrets. That's pretty cool. Okay. So we're good with that. We're going to get some keywords. We're going to get a category. Now, this is a review for the Detective Empire, but I'm doing it so fast to get it done with, instead of me having to use ChatGPT, for example, to do all this. All right. I don't have any affiliate links for this. I could maybe put the affiliate links for the specific offer if they want to create their own based on this novel. If you want to create a novel like detect story like this, then visit our website. Okay, so that's one way maybe I can check it out. So I'm going to click on, I'm going to put a price to this. This is a novel, so I'm going to put maybe $9.97. More pricing, maybe even $19.97. How much of book? $11.97. I'll just put I don't know. I never tried that price. Okay, so I'm going to include images. I'm going to do photorealistic. I'm going to do 10 images and include my title. And I'm going to do it with GPT-1. Give it a second for it to begin. Then click on next. And then we're going to choose the template that this is a classic novel. The writing is pretty small. I want to make it a little bit bigger. It's just optional how you want it to look, and update my campaign and have it in queue. I'll come back when it's done. Okay, so the book is done and let's check it out. Okay, so we now have the detective that we used the prompt to create this. Okay, so let's go back into that prompt and I want to see what it says again. Your task is to create a mystery in the 1920s era. Playable detective game story turning into a puzzle book. Okay, so it's gonna have some kind of puzzle book. Okay, so let me go back into the book. If you feel that this is repeated, you can always edit your chapters and remove these parts that it might repeat the link, so it makes it more not annoying. That's up to you as well. Okay, so this created a novel, right? And it's based on what the prompt said to create a detective story that's fine. A quiz type puzzle thing, but it's the puzzle inside the story itself. Okay, so how about let's try another book purpose and see if we can get it as close as possible to the prompt that it's asking it to create some kind of puzzle game or something like that. So let me clone this again and go back into this and then come back here, and it's got fiction. But what if we did something else that would tie in maybe to a game? Hobbycraft, instructional manual, children's, entertainment. Let's do entertainment. Okay, entertainment. Mystery, yeah, we'll keep that. And update our campaign and see what kind of different purpose it create. Whoops, needed to put this active. Let me make sure that and I'll come back when it's done. Book is done. Let's check it out. Another beautiful cover. By the way, I just noticed the title of my thing is 2025 and the prompt was talking about the 1930s. Okay, so what I've noticed at the end of these, it does play around with the user of like, what would you do next? It's engaging with the user. So within the story, it asks questions of what you think is going to happen, etc. So it's kind of like close to creating a book. But look, the reason why it's getting close is because of the book purposes that I'm creating. Even the fact that I can create from an idea, from a prompt that I get, okay? If I could easily come in, clone it, and then try maybe something else in terms of maybe, let me do reference. No, reference? Let's do a children's book for this, okay? In a storytelling method. Okay, and update. I'll do a children's book based on this, and then I'll come back here and put like cartoon 5 so it doesn't take too long, and update and make it active. All right, so let's check out the children's book of this. Okay, so here's a children's book and story about the same book and prompt from that I got from the thing. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it could be helpful, but at the same time, if that's not enough, because you need to basically experiment with the books that you're creating, the book prompts, the book type of the purpose and the tone, but it won't create those detective puzzle games, obviously. But that's where this is going to come in, your digital empire of the prompts that you're going to be getting. So you can create your own characters exactly like the prompts it's telling you, etc. I'm just showing off how I wanted to test this out. It does get the idea of creating the story of what the prompt said, and it's up to me to make it sound as close as possible to the fiction or novel that I could put out there. So I hope you enjoyed this video promo for Detective Empire, and I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, so this is basically Detective Empire. It gives you 527 golden age mystery prompts, and it creates you all these different types of books and stuff. My bonus is basically I can give you access to my KDP AI Cracked, where you can go and do this manually. And this is an offer that is currently selling at 47, and it's my method of generating books using AI and ChatGPT. I've got options of free GPT tools that you can use inside, but at the same time, this is my previous course that I'm offering also to the users that are part of my royalty profits AI software, where it's basically the what you would do manually, you do it automatically using my software like I showed you. But KDP AI Cracked allows you to do this manually using the methods that you're getting from the Detective Empire. So you can get all these prompts, use my KDP AI Cracked as a bonus. It's going to be delivered inside a Google Doc, okay? And then you're going to take that and you're going to put it all together because Alessandro gives you one part of the whole process. I'm giving you the full process of you being able to take these books, put them on Amazon KDP, and also generate sales because the secrets inside my KDP AI Cracked that I'm offering that. Same thing goes for the Royalty Profits AI. But I'm not saying go purchase Royalty Profits AI. I'm saying you're going to get this, which is basically what Royalty Profits AI, but doing it manually. And using this would tie in perfect with KDP AI Cracked. So this is for free, access from me as soon as you purchase Detective Empires from my links. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you in the next.